Hello everybody, it's Jen. Welcome back to the final card for the Not Too Shabby week. Today I'm using Snowball Fight, I'm using the little ice hut, and I'm using Magical Winter for the little gnomes. I'm bringing in some older paper, the Doodlebug Frosty Friends, and I'm using the Nuvo Shimmer Powder in Blue Blitz. This is my first time using the Nuvo Shimmer Powder, and I have to say I am absolutely in love with it. It was a little clogged there at first, so I had to take a pin and just unclog it. But once I did that, I was able to get the desired look I was going for. I did wet the paper first, and then I laid down some of the shimmer powder. Because I had never used this before, I kind of went lightly the first time through, just to see what it would look like. I'm using just a box here to keep my mess contained. So I'm going to do this first layer, and then I'm going to heat this with my heat tool just to speed up the drying process. It gives a nice light base coat for my card. So I'm using this as the backdrop of my card. I wanted it to look like a winter sky. So I did want some of the lighter shade, and then I was fine with some of the darker shimmer powder. So here I'm going to put another layer on, and I'm going to add lots of more water. I'm going to try to move that around a little, but you actually need quite a bit of water to get it to move. I am using Canson XL watercolor paper for this. Here's where you can see the different colors of the blue in the shimmer powder, which I absolutely love. And I did want to see some of the white paper through the sky. I just thought it gave a really pretty blustery winter backdrop to the fun card that I'm going to be making today. So while I'm finishing this up, I'm going to let you know that today's giveaway is a $15 gift certificate to Not Too Shabby Shops. You can buy your favorite Not Too Shabby stamp from the newest release. I'm just going to add some shimmer spritz here to get it nice and sparkly, although the shimmer powder is really sparkly even without this, but I just thought I'd add the added glitter. So in order to partake in the giveaway, you do need to be a subscriber. You need to leave a comment down below and let me know if you have tried the shimmer powder before and if you liked it. So to start creating the scene, I'm using some white glitter cardstock. I'm using the Stitch Hillside Borders from Lawn Fawn and the Stitch Cloud border die as well. I kind of wanted a fluffy, snowy background for the back panel, and then this more clean, I guess, panel for the front. I'm just going to cut this panel down with a stitched rectangle die, and I'm going to cut my snow panels with the same die so it will fit on this panel. I'm going to use this really pretty gray snowflake paper for the back panel of my card. I'm going to use some double-sided tape here to adhere this panel down. This double-sided tape is fantastic. I got it on Amazon. I will link it below. It's really affordable, and it's great for when you have some warping on your cardstock or whatever kind of paper you're using. So see how it gets really nice and flat, and I was just showing you there that none of that shimmer powder comes off on your hands, which is a bonus. So I'm just going to adhere this panel down to my card base. I love the way this turned out. So this is a standard A2 size card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to adhere my snowbanks here. I'm just trying to see where I want to put this fluffy one, and then I'm going to pop the front panel up on some foam adhesive. This back one I'm just going to lay flat down with my ATG adhesive. I'm not going right to the top of that panel in case I want to tuck something behind it. So here I have my foam tape. I'm going to pop that panel up in the front. I love the gray and white with the pop of blue in this card. I went ahead and colored my images. I just used a BG marker for the little ice hut And then I colored up these little gnomes in blue and gray to match the color scheme that I was going with. So I thought it would be kind of fun to have these little gnomes colored up as winter gnomes and to have them having a little snowball fight between them. So I cut off the legs and around the beard on the one in the little ice fort. I'm just going to tuck him behind. I'm using the little ice and the snowball image from the Snowball Fight stamp set. I'm going to pop up half of this gnome here because he's going to fall off of the front panel, which is already popped up on some foam adhesive. This little guy, I'm trying to keep him in place. I didn't do a very good job. I'm just going to glue him into the ice fort. And then I'll use some adhesive to get that down on the rest of the card. And I'm just going to use my tape adhesive for that. I want to make sure he sticks nice and strong on that glitter cardstock as well as the shimmer powder panel that I created. So now I'm going to give them some snowballs. This little guy is going to have one in his hand like he's ready to throw. And I realized I just missed a little spot of glue there that I needed to glue down a little bit more. So the other little gnome is also going to have a snowball in his hand. Just making sure that sticks well to the glitter cardstock. And then I'm going to add a couple of snowballs on the card. So I'm going to have one floating in the air like it's already been thrown, and then this one here on the white cardstock. So I'm trying to figure out where I want my sentiment. Once I finish getting the snowball down, I will do the sentiment. I'm going to put it in my stamping platform just to make sure I don't mess it up at this point. Gone too far now to mess it up with the sentiment. Just trying to figure out where I want that placed. And I realized that the magnet on the foam tape was getting in the way. So I stamped that up with my VersaFine Black Onyx ink. I'm going to stamp that a couple times. And the card is pretty much done. Just going to add some glitter to these snowballs to make them nice and shimmery. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Not Too Shabby week and have found some inspiration. I know many of you purchased these stamp sets when Jamie had her big sale going on over the holidays. Her shop is almost ready to move over to the new one, so I hope you will check it out. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye.